chasing the cash, I just can't get enough. I've been in and still in my bag. Watch how I run it up. Spaceship straight to the moon. I had to love a love. Shorty was falling in love. All in a double cup. You know I be chasing the cash. It ain't no slowing down. These people all up in my business. They think they know me now.
Watch how I level up. I'm blowing woods at the shop with a double cup. Yep, niggas know not to fuck with us.
Let your words float out the window. It's just another episode. Yeah. Broken dishes on the table. Hey, but I ain't fighting you no more. You should go. Hey, you must not know about me. You must not know about me, baby. It's cold out on these streets. It's cold out on these streets, little lady. You must not know about me. You must not know about me, baby. It's cold out on these streets. It's cold out on these streets, little lady. So tonight I'm getting fitty. I'm sick of being jitty. So tonight I'm getting fitty. So tonight I'm getting fitty. I'm sick of being jitty. So tonight I'm getting fitty. Take your things, walk out the door. I think it's best for you to know. Just go. You think I'm bluffing, but I'm not. No, I'm not. Hey, convincing you to stay is harder than before. Oh, you must not know about me. You must not know about me, baby. It's cold out on these streets. It's cold out on these streets, little lady. You must not know about me. You must not know about me, baby. It's cold out on these streets. It's cold out on these streets, little lady. So tonight I'm getting fitty. I'm sick of being jitty. So tonight I'm getting fitty. So tonight I'm getting fitty. I'm sick of being jitty. So tonight I'm getting fitty.
Giraud, let me do my thing real quick, bruh. Look, what Beyonce say? I could have another you in a minute. Matter of fact, she'll be here in a minute. So, you should probably get the dipping, yeah. You should hit the road and go running when you hit it. Cause this new shit that you been on, I ain't with it. Then you find us all outside, I can't admit it. And your kitty do be dripping, but you constantly tripping. And I promise it ain't worth it. Definitely ain't saying that I'm perfect. But you bout to have me on and pack every last thing that I bought for your ass and put it on the curve shit. She got 4 or 5 different personalities. In a 2-seat that doesn't have the capacity. Think I will happily walk out the door before you can say where you going. I'm in the wind like the good I'm blowing. You ain't know. You ain't know.
You must not know about me. You must not know about me. You must not know about me. You must not know about me, baby. It's cold out on the streets. It's cold out on these streets today. You must not know about me. You must not know about me, baby. Oh yeah, yeah. Woo! You must not know about me. You must not know about me, baby. It's cold out on these streets. It's cold out on these streets, little lady. You must not know about me. You must not know about me, baby. It's cold out on these streets. It's cold out on these streets, little lady. So tonight I'm getting big. I'm sick of being cheated. So tonight I'm getting big, you. So tonight I'm getting baited. So tonight I'm getting big. I'm sick of being cheated. So tonight I'm getting big. It's cold out on those streets, baby.
Contestant on American Idol to be saved by the judges. Our next guest was sent home last week. Take a look.
After 47 million votes, the highest of the season, Adam, you are safe. Which means we say goodbye to Matt Giraud. Thank you, Adam. Congratulations.
Please welcome Matt Giraud. lots of talking and lots of singing, and you must be exhausted with all this, but you've got to be so grateful for the experience.
Yes, it was the coolest thing I've ever done. Definitely, for sure, a long journey.
Now, I was really surprised because I thought you sang really well, and I was on Simon's take of it. I just thought that you were really great that night, so it surprised me that you were sent home. Did it surprise you?
You know, just a little bit, but it felt good anyway. It was like my dream just to make it to Jazz Week. It was my dream to play piano on that stage, and I was ready for it, you know, whatever, you know.
Who was your favorite mentor of all the people that you worked with?
Ooh, my favorite mentor? I think Jamie Foxx was pretty much my favorite.
Great.
Yeah, he was cool. I'm like his biggest fan, right? And they told me to play Georgia on My Mind when he comes in the room. So I'm playing it, and he comes in, and I was like, you know, oh my gosh, it's Jamie Foxx. He walks over to me. I was so nervous. I'm like, hey, Janie. And he's like, yeah, Janie, Jamie, whatever. I was so embarrassed. Can you imagine meeting your idol and you call him the wrong name?
Oh, that's horrible.
Really embarrassing.
Janie.
I'm glad they didn't. I'm glad they edited that right out. No, it was awesome. He was so intense. He was like right here when you sang, right?
Yeah,
like,
I know.
Right here.
I know. He's a good guy. He's a very, very sweet guy.
Really cool.
All right, so you're going to sing for us, right?
I'm going to sing.
Yeah!
And feel free to get on the piano.
Okay.
And I've been really trying, baby, trying to hold back this feeling for so long. And if you feel like I feel, baby, come on, ooh, come on, let's get it on. Let's get it on. Let's love, baby. Let's get it on. Sugar, let's get it on. Hey, I said there's nothing wrong with me loving you. Baby, no, 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 yes. I said giving yourself to me can never be wrong. 'Cause if the love is true, here she comes, everybody. Hey, I said, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, baby. Stop beating around the bush.
Yep. Hey, welcome to Smoke Session with Squirrel. We got a special episode 30. It's your boy Squirrel.
I'm your boy R.B.
And who do we got in the building today with us?
Matty G, Matt Giraud. How are you?
Matty G.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, gotta turn that down. That's too loud right
That's
there.
my rap name.
That's
No,
your rap. Y'all type in.
ever since I was 14.
So a lot of people don't know that you're from Kalamazoo. A lot of people seen you on TV and didn't even know that you was from here. So all y'all watching Matt from here.
Yeah, man.
Everybody we shouting out the city, he from here. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
So that's why we brought him on today. So let the people know exactly, like, what you do, why are you on the show, why do people even know who Matt Giraud is?
Well, probably because I can make noises with my mouth and bang on instruments. That's why they probably know who I am.
Facts.
No, I used to play piano down at that Radisson downtown.
Oh, okay.
And I was their hourly piano player. They paid me $10 an hour.
Oh,
to come
okay.
play.
Right in the middle of
Yep, every night. And They told me I only should really play a couple hours, but I'd be up there playing 5-6 hours. And they're like, Matt, you can't play for an 8-hour shift.
Yeah, I can.
I said, oh, I didn't know. But anyway, like I was doing that for years. I played at Monaco Bay Piano Bar downtown. I just auditioned down there, snuck in with a fake ID.
Oh, dang. See, why everybody keep getting fake IDs? How did I miss the fake ID swing?
Yeah. And I didn't even drink. It was just like some friends of mine who were like, hey, man, you know, you can get one of these. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know, guys. I hate to get in trouble, guys. You know. But anyway, you know, I got the gig and then tried out for the Idol thing on a whim and 5th place out of 110,000 people. It was crazy.
We're gonna go back before you get into that. So how old were you when you started singing?
Probably about 16.
Damn, well, like, seriously? Or you weren't singing like at all before then?
Not really, no. I mean, I was like a little, you know, little kids play at church, like, I got trouble, you know what I mean, that kind of stuff. But nothing really.
Damn, that's crazy.
I played drums though, but I liked playing drums. It's like, that's kind of still what I really like the most. Like when I'm playing clubs around the country, sometimes I'm like, man, they got the best drum set. I get to play the best drum set over in Cleveland, you know, whatever. But no, like someone made me sing for some talent show in church, and I was like 16, and I remember the pastor was like, "You ain't playing drums no more." I said, "What?" And he's like, "You're singing." I was like,
So did the person that made you sing, did they know you can sing? Like,
I guess.
How did the singing even? But you must have been humming some shit or something, and they heard it or something.
Maybe.
You don't even know where it came from. It's just somebody was like, "Let's sing. Go sing, man."
Yeah. I sound like I had like a little Justin Timberlake. I was like, I need to train it.
Yeah, facts.
So I started playing piano when I was 17, 18. And then, Idol was 23. So by then I was already playing piano professionally and got sponsored by Yamaha and all this stuff. I don't even know how to read music. So I was just like,
damn, for real?
It was happening.
So you play all them, you do the instruments, play drums, all that, you can't read music.
Damn. See, look, I used to play the saxophone, bro, and I used to be on that, though. Like, I couldn't really, I ain't take it professionally or nothing. I couldn't really read the music, but if I'm playing it, I can play the fucking sound. You know what I'm saying? I can play the sound. That's crazy. Yeah, I can play the sound.
It's all about ear. Like, when I first started playing piano, I took one piano class last year of high school, and it was like, you know, very intro, like, me, you know, that kind of stuff. And I just ignored all the books and just went back and just playing it by myself. And this one girl, she was in the class, and you could tell she was really, really good at it. She just knew everything. The straight A student. She comes over, she goes, "You're not supposed to be able to do that." You just started. You're not supposed to be able to do that.
That is crazy, man.
And I wasn't like, but just like like learning how to just play, and it sounded like a song, and the rhythm was already there. Mm-hmm. That was all the drums in the church, just watching music, man. So that's where it took me.
It sounded like you fucking trained all your fucking life, bro.
Well, I don't know about that.
And it seemed like you came along late.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like a late bloomer.
Pretty much, yeah.
16 a little later seemed like for like a lot of people that would be singing like that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I had no stage parents who were like, you know, let's take them to every rehearsal.
That's what I thought. I'm telling you from outside looking in, that's what I thought.
No, I was like drumming in the back, you know, doing beats. And my parents were like, stop it! That was like, stop doing that! That was my thing.
Crazy. That's so crazy.
But no, I was like the white kid who did the beats for all the rappers and stuff. And
they rapping in school and shit.
And I'd be getting in trouble just from doing like,
yeah.
You know, like in school, and they're like, hey, next thing you know, they're like dope. Doing the verses and right in front of this, and we just run like rats if we got caught.
That's dope.
But that was like,
when it comes to the singing, you hear a lot of soul in you. Like, you can sing everything, but when you're singing, you hear a lot of soul. Where that soul inspiration come from?
Oh, man. Well, my grandpa was a soul singer and a writer. Down in the Motown days, he wrote for Etta James. He wrote for himself.
That shit in your blood, then.
Yeah. So he was a cool dude. I never got to meet him or anything, but my mom, she's half black. He's he was just really like a light-skinned dude. So my mom was really light-skinned.
So
too.
Matt, one of us.
So yeah,
Correct.
I'm technically an undercover brother.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm
I got
saying?
African American experience.
Okay, y'all get it right. You know what I mean?
No, but like I used to tell my friends, I'm like the truest undercover. Like because like my sister, same parents. Like you can tell she's mixed. Like she just looks mixed, and I always just look like my name is Chad.
What's up? What's up?
How y'all doing?
Good.
Yeah.
So the music and stuff came from like did your mom play a lot of like R&B's, like soul, like Motown shit? Did you hear a lot of that shit growing up?
Some, you know, like growing up in like a really like mixed area, we had like a lot of friends in and out of Detroit. Growing up in the church, like I think I was just exposed to like different kind of music. Like so, I was listening to a lot of gospel, and Fred Hammond and Kurt Franklin.
They do it too though.
But then
Yeah. They got it in
right.
there too though.
But then my friends were turning me on to like Drew Hill and all this kind of stuff. Like, ooh, yeah. And I was like, you know, I was singing all that kind of stuff and just really, really liking it a lot. So yeah, the R&B, but I like the NSYNC stuff. I was just listening to all that stuff and just kind of soaked it in. And I think that's where like the soul stuff came from. My mom they don't do music or nothing, but they say sometimes it skips a generation.
Skip a generation.
I never even like heard his songs and my grandfather's songs until I was later in life. His name was Tony Clark. And I was like, this dude was dope. Like,
You
he
never
was
thought
like
about
singing
going back and doing none of his music, or going back and trying
I
to...
tried on Idol, but they said, because he wasn't technically Motown, so they didn't want me to do it. It sounded like Motown, his tunes, because he was like right next to Motown. It was like Decca Record. So he's like, you're the entertainer. You know, like real cool, like Temptation stuff. But they're like, nah.
Very Motown.
But yeah, man.
That's dope. So like, when did singing become? I know you said you did a talent show. You know what I'm saying? When did singing become a thing though for you? Like, I can fucking sing.
Well, I don't know, man. I guess I always, starting getting into college, you know, my choir teacher said in high school, did choir like 1 year, and I was like, man, I wish this was fun, you know, I kind of dug it. But they told me to come out here at Kalamazoo because at Western Michigan, they had a really great jazz professor named Steve Zagri. He's passed on by now, but he was just totally dope, and I just saw these pictures of people in Kalamazoo, these like choir kids basically, but they all had their own mics and they were all dressed and suited and booted and all like swagged down. I was like, what kind of choir is this? You know what I mean? They're like on stage in front of a lot of people. So I would say like that was kind of what drew me to here, and you know, that's what made me get into it. And all these kids were really talented, knew how to read, knew how to sing. And I was like this like Detroit gospel kid, like Justin Timberlake over here. So you know they're all like scatting, you know what I'm saying? They're like, hey, and so they go around the room like, okay, so our first time we're just gonna scat all of us one by one. I'm like, okay. And so like I'm like, oh yeah, I can read the church boy stuff. I thought I could be able to do this. So, you know, the girls, you know, all this stuff. And they get to me, I'm like, wait, yeah, no. Skip back. And they're like, well, not quite scatting.
But I see you
but
tried.
that was fine. And I'm like, oh, I have a lot to learn.
Yeah, that's dope.
I was like, I got a lot to learn.
That's crazy.
So that's when I really just started nerding out and learning every genre I could, soaking it up.
So then you said you did auditions for Idol.
How did that come about for you to even think about, like you said, not singing to not even knowing how to scat or know what that is, right? To be like, I'm finna go and fucking try out for American Idol.
Yeah, a friend of mine named Bradley, she was going down there, and well, actually it was like, I was friends with this dude at the club I played at. He was dating one of the musicians, and he had like the 16-year-old daughter, and she was a little sweetheart who would come in and watch us sometimes, and he just mentioned, I'm taking her down. That's what she wanted to do. She wants to try out for Idol. And I'm like, for real? And this was like Sunday. And he was like, yeah, I'm leaving Tuesday. And I was just like, could I come? And it just happened like that. And they were like, sure. We just rode down a little road trip. And I just ended up making it through. We were all like, holy crap.
Did you think that would, like, from that was gonna come?
No, I did not.
Crazy. That's
I mean,
crazy.
there was 10,000 people there that day.
Damn.
I think, you know, some things I guess are meant, some things you're just lucky, but it felt like it was
Look,
meant.
Touche said he needed Matt Gerard feature.
I can scat for you. Oh, I know how to. But, I'm studying now.
You know what I'm saying? So like, you go to Idol. You like, fuck it, I'm gonna just hitch a ride. Was she top like? Did you feel like she had a shot of making it?
Well, yeah, sure. I mean, she had a cute little voice.
So we were just going for her.
She's a sweetheart too. I was just like, yeah, let's see what happens. You know, she ended up not making it through that day, but like she was so like pumped that I did. It was like we still felt like we kind of had a win. We were like, oh, you know what I'm saying?
What song did you sing to make it through?
Oh man, I did.
First song.
I did. Well, funny, I was actually asleep right before because you have to be there 14 hours. How long I waited to audition. We were there at 4 a.m. man. I didn't sing till like nighttime. You know what I mean? It was just like crazy. They're just like they call it the cattle call. So they just call people down 4 by 4 at a time, and you just sing 4 of you, and they'll just be like,
all y'all singing at the same time?
To all 4 of you guys. You have like sometimes you have 10 seconds. So you have like 30 seconds or less. If they're bad, they'll be like, thank you, next. And so you're just doing 4 to 4. It's like you just watch people just get slaughtered. Like if you're in battle, right? Everyone's getting slaughtered and then it's your turn. So I just got there and I was like, they woke me up. Hey, man, it's time to sing. It's time to sing. I'm like, oh, shit. So I walked down and I'm just like, when I had you to myself, and walked to around. You know, I'm doing like the whole thing. I'm like half awake. And they're like, cool, what else you got? And I was like, I hit another Jackson 5 too. And then she goes, nice. She goes, you got anything not Jackson 5? I'm like, damn. I guess so, yeah. And then I did somebody, don't you remember, told me you love me, baby. Oh, Luther.
And then I won them over.
Yeah, they said, everyone else, thank you very much. You're going through. And I was like, what?
Oh, shit.
And then she turned around and I swear to God, she went, I found the soulful white boy.
Damn.
Like they just casted the show.
They needed one of them on the show.
I mean, there were people who were singing so well, and they didn't make it. You know, they casted the show.
Damn.
So, you think it's about the image?
So it was damn near. You was damn near already picked. Kind of, right?
Probably, yeah.
That's crazy.
Like
that's what it sounded like to me.
Once
like
you hit them notes and they're like,
that's the one. That's the one we go.
That's probably what they're thinking.
You got the soulful white boy.
Right, we need white boy with a guitar. We need like gospel sister. We need.
Yeah.
You know, we're gonna go right down the line.
Go down the line to find one.
Country boy. Yeah, it's like let's just fill the cast.
So did you have to do another audition after that?
Yeah, I had to sing like 3 times before I saw the celebrity judges. A lot of people think that they, you know, like the bad singers and all that. They think that they don't realize they've already been through like 3 auditions. They think they're killing it. Those people have already made it past tens of thousands of people, and they're doing it just to show them and show everybody how bad they are.
Yeah,
it's kind of messed up.
They let them go past?
Oh yeah. If you think about it, hey, think about it like this. Think about it like this. Every city, they're getting 10,000.
They let them go past?
Listen, they're getting 10,000 people down to 250 in every city, basically what they're doing. And about half of those are probably like so bad. Yeah. Like dude in the shark costume, everything. And if you come dressed like an idiot, and if you come dressed in a shark costume, you know what they say? You have to wear what you wore today on your next audition. Yeah. For continuity with the camera. So don't come here trying to dress all slick. You wear that stupid shark costume. We love that.
We love it. Wear it
don't try to come in here next week singing all good and shit.
Yeah.
We want to see a stupid shark guy.
Stupid shark guy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, so boom. You meet the big judges. Mm-hmm. What's going through your head at this time?
Man, that was just scary. You just like standing behind this curtain and you could feel these big bright lights out there and you can hear them laughing and you know, it's like they're not nervous at all. This is the easiest gig ever.
Yeah.
You can hear them laughing, they taking breaks, they just swigging, you know, and they're just, you know, having a blast and they just say, all right, go, you know, and you just feel like you're like walking into heaven. There's like 1,000 lights. Like feels like this plus 25 just on your face, like hello.
Damn.
And they don't even look at you until you're about to sing. They're just kind of doing their own little thing, like, all right, like, who are you?
Who are you?
And then there he goes. But
what song you sing for them?
I think I might have did Oh, I did a Gavin DeGraw tune. I don't want to be a thing other than what I'm trying to be.
I know that song.
And I was so nervous, I like sped it up way fast, like 10 clicks too fast. And they're like, yeah, we can tell you're a little nervous, but yeah, we like you.
That boy's good.
I went up to Hollywood and
They hit you with the
golden ticket. I got a golden ticket. I got a golden ticket.
Damn, what's going on? What's going on?
I'm just dead. I should have done that.
What was going on in your head?
I was freaking out. That was like the first like teary moment. Like, oh my god, it's crazy. You know.
Was the people you rode with still down there with you?
That time I had like some family with me. I think girlfriend at the time. So this is like the big. They had me come back to, Louisville, and it was cool, man. But that was the crazy time. That's when it really hit you. Is like when you're flying out on some big shows dime out of Kalamazoo little airport. And I'm like, this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? And they're like, only a couple hundred in the country, and they're bringing it all out, and they're gonna put you through some work.
That's crazy.
So yeah, I didn't really stand out, I think, until I started playing the piano. Because a lot of people can sing, and but you have to find that thing that separates you. And when I got on the keyboard, that was when people were like, "Oh, okay, so he can."
So was that a thing for you? Like, how did that pop off for you to even get on the keyboard?
You had to do like 2 rounds. Like I had to make it through like a group round and a solo round. I'm like, just get me to the round where you can play the instrument, because like that's
your shit.
Oh, so it's rounds in it like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you gotta make it through. Like everybody could sing, but if you could come through, like he was saying, add that piano to it.
He was waiting for it.
I gotta do that. And that was my first.
So when you got to add that piano, what did you do?
That was when I did Georgia on My Mind, and that was.
The
only time I ever did it, and like that was a big moment. They were like, it was crazy, like, because they split us all up in like 3 groups after, and they were gonna just cut a whole group of kids. So like, they put us in 3 different rooms. And that's how it's so wrong. They come in, oh y'all so sorry, right? So like, it was like, damn. Like, and they want you to be nervous as hell. This one girl, she goes, oh my god, this is crazy. She goes, wait, you're in this group? Oh, we ain't going home. And she was right. We all got to go. It was like that kind of thing. It was like the one time I ever felt like that went really well. All the other times I was like, oh, I don't know how that went.
All the time.
I don't know how that went.
But that Georgia, that you knew you had that one in the bag.
It was like the one moment.
Trying to show us a little bit of that Georgia. Got a little bit of that Georgia in you.
Georgia.
That boy is.
Yeah, put him on the spot every time.
Hey, Squirrel do be putting him on the spot, though. They put him on the spot. So you didn't get cut. So
Guess what I judged?
So what's your next? What's the next step after that? After Boom, now you made a little impact. You made a little noise on, you know what I'm saying, on one of the fucking biggest TV shows in the world. What's going through your mind after that?
Man, just going home and doing the artist thing. Was putting out songs. I had a #1 on the jazz charts, which was really cool. Called "You Don't Know Me." It was actually another Ray Charles. Well, he covered it a long time ago. So that went #1, which was just like crazy for us. Twice, actually. Got to perform in Ireland next year, and I was just like living my best life. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
when you on like Good Morning America and
I did that. All that right off the bat. But like, I was coming home and just being like playing shows I just never thought I'd ever do. Like the State Theater and like selling out like. That kind of stuff was just like, I can't even believe this. Yeah, headlining with the symphony, Kalamazoo Symphony. Like, some of like the little blogs out in LA were like, oh, see, I knew this was gonna happen. And look at him, he's playing the Taste of Kalamazoo. Like they had no idea. Like,
but this is big for you.
This was like huge.
It's the world, man. Fuck what y'all talking about. You don't know how big the State Theater is.
There was 9,000 people there. That was the most people that ever came downtown. Was that night with the Kalamazoo Symphony with me? It was 9,000 people. And I'm like, so, yeah, your little blog makes it look like this, but that night was one of the coolest nights of my life. With a 60-piece orchestra behind me. Like, and even my friends who were, like, doing way better, like, you have to do it with an orchestra. So I just started touring with orchestras and doing shit like that. It was really fun. And I just still play. That song I did #1, I'm flying out with them, like, 2 weeks from now. I'm going to perform that song down in Florida at some event. Like, I just gig, man. I just still play.
So if you're in Florida, make sure you tap in at that event, man.
Yeah, come on.
That's crazy.
I don't think I can even afford to go to that event, but I'm just going.
We're gonna go and make it happen. Hell yeah, feel me? You gotta make it happen.
I'm just working. I'm working.
Yeah. So you spent time in Nashville, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you know what I'm saying? How's that experience? Like, 'cause that's like a big music town. People don't. A lot of people don't know that. You know what I'm saying? That's a big music town. Like, so.
Yeah.
Like, how did that come about? Like, what was your movers and shakers? Like, how did you get involved with Nashville?
Yeah, it was like that. The person I had that song with called "You Don't Know Me," her name is Anna Wilson, and her husband have written like so many big hits for Keith Urban and all these guys, Rascal Flatts. And I just met them at some party, and I sang, and they came up to me like, "Hey, you want to do a single with me?" And I was like, "Maybe," you know what I mean? And I found out these people are like mega platinum writers. I'm like, "Sure." So they brought me out to do that song, and it was beautiful. Next thing you know, because their connections were doing it at the Grand Ole Opry down in Nashville, and they're just like all friendly. I'm like, man, these people are really nice down here, and they were like,
they said, what part of Florida? My bad.
We're performing in a Fort Myers here.
Fort Myers.
Fort Myers.
Yeah, coming up. I don't even know. It's some private event thing, but I think. But anyway, we started performing, and then I was like, man, these people are really cool down here. And they started putting me with writers down there just to, write songs with pros for the first time, which is fun. Like people who actually have hits, you know what I'm saying? Where you're like, okay, and you just bring an idea. And I was walking out with like songs that sounded like radio songs, or you know what I mean? Like, because that's like what they do.
Facts. I was gonna ask you.
I was like, I'm gonna move down here and do this.
Yeah, I want to ask you. Oh, so you moved to Nashville?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, so like working with somebody who actually like writes songs, like
right.
Like, so how like you wrote songs before that, right?
Yeah.
How much of a difference is it from working with somebody like that than you writing a song by yourself?
You just learn, and you learn like to like beat, like they say something like, I can beat that line. That's what they say in Nashville a lot. Like, because you can come up with something that rhymes, but you're like, I could beat that. Yeah. There's something better I can say there, right? Like, and that's like what writing with other people like that is how it's good for you. That's because dope. You'll be like, I don't know, I think you can come up with, I think there's a better thing to say than what you just said right there. And they're like, yeah, maybe you're right. And they just come out with like this polished product, whereas like maybe when I was in college, I would just crank out a song in a few minutes, and it was just everything that rhymed, everything that felt good, and boom, I loved it. I thought it was perfect. And sometimes they are, but sometimes they're not. Yeah.
I can beat that line. That's
have a better line.
Yeah, we can beat that. Or like, have you ever thought about putting that line here because it hits heavier right here? And you're like, wow, yeah, I guess so.
That's why it's good sometimes to have someone like, you know what I mean, that can tell you.
Yeah, it's just to learn, you know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
So,
that's crazy.
That was fun in Nashville, man. I liked it. But I only did here for a few years, and I just missed home too much, man. I think I'm just a Michigan boy.
That's what Kalamazoo do to people, man.
You leave and you come back.
You gotta come back.
So when you came
like,
back,
y'all got no lakes, y'all don't got no snow, y'all don't got nothing.
I gotta come back. That's dope.
when you came back, you had is that when you had your song on the radio here?
It was a few years later after that. I think that happened. So many random things have happened. I don't have no idea about time or nothing.
Tell us about a lot of those random things.
It was probably like 4 or 5 years, maybe later, until I met the Southern producer guy, and then we got a couple tunes on the radio here.
It be songs y'all hear every day. Y'all don't even know that they hear.
I must not know that.
Yeah, my kids
Y'all be hearing it every day. Don't even know.
My kids have said it a couple of times, especially when you did the thing up there. It's like, and like, I heard that on the radio.
Yeah, I love it around here, man. It's like, like people just treat me normal because I am just normal, which is nice. You know what I mean? Like there was a time there where it was like crazy, like chasing you through the mire. Like,
I told you, I remember.
What kind of cereals you getting? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I remember working at Borges, man. I was about 17, 18, man. And you used to come in there and walk around Borges, man. And everybody's Matt Gerard's in there. I'm like, Matt Gerard. Everybody here coming, wave in the kitchen and keep it moving and shit.
Yeah.
Like, damn. He coming up. That's dope. I'm like, that's dope.
I like being able to like make people's day or whatever. Like it was nice that people would be that happy and you didn't do nothing except just walk in there. You know what I mean? Like that was like a different not power, but like a different feeling to be like, I can't believe they're that excited. Sure, I'll go say hi. That's all it takes.
Yeah, that's
sure.
dope. That's dope.
But you know what I'm saying? But like that, gets old after a while too, because you start like, you can be like, everywhere you go, you better be on your best. You better.
Yeah, gotta be the part.
And even things you didn't even do wrong, like people are going. It's a weird feeling. Like everything you go and do is a story for later, probably.
Yeah.
Like right, it's like, oh yeah, he came in here, he was acting this kind of way or
Yeah,
whatever. It's like everything you do is a story. You better watch it.
Yeah. Damn.
So
Can
like
I be
would,
a person?
yeah, I would go through like a parking garage. You pay a little ticket, just like normal. Like okay, $10. Yeah, here you go. And then like later I'd hear, yeah, Matt Giraud came through here. He was an asshole. And I'm like,
Nobody
I was?
said nothing to
I just
me.
paid my parking ticket and left like anybody else. Yeah, he's a D. Like so, it's like like that kind of pressure starts to get to you where you feel like you have to be like on all the time. And like, I mean, I'm a friendly guy, but like that kind of stuff was like, ooh, this is weird. I used to just people come to me in a bar and yeah, people treat you. It's like it starts off all good and like just everyone's happy for you, but then it starts happening like those friends who
got that little bit of envy.
Well, yeah, like some of your friends who maybe acting real weird towards you now, or somebody come to the club and just be like, "You think you're so cool?"
Damn.
You know what I mean? And they're just like drunk or something. And you're like,
I'm cool.
"What did I do to you?"
Yeah.
So like that kind of stuff was really strange for me. I was not ready for that. Yeah, I wasn't quite ready for that stuff, but
yeah, motherfuckers gonna come.
I dealt with it.
Yeah, they definitely gonna come.
One of my favorite stories was I was walking through Monaco Bay once, and I come around the corner, and some guy like stepped on my shoe, and I'm not normally like this, but I think I was just like in a mood, and I was like, man, watch where you going, man. Like I did something like that, and he was like, you match a rod looking motherfucker. And I said, I am. He was like, ah! Next thing you know, we're friends.
That's the funniest.
I'll never
shit in
get
the
you
world.
match a rod looking
I'd
motherfucker.
have been dying laughing, bro.
I just told him to watch where he's going. No, we're shaking hands, hugging.
Yeah. My boy just said something like
I can't even be mean. See, I can't even be mean. They're like, hey!
Yeah, that's how it was. My boy said a guy punched him in his face.
And then realized who it was.
Then,
Like,
oh,
no, I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, I like your music.
I
He like, man,
I'm glad I didn't get that far.
It's too late now.
I would have had my hurt feelings for sure. I'd have been like, well, this didn't go well.
Can't, man.
But you know what? Yeah.
Somebody in the comment might be, tell me to hit the wood.
Hit the wood.
So in Nashville,
I'm pretty sure I am.
So in Nashville, it's a lot of it's country music, right? It's a lot of country, right? So
Country, Christian.
So like, did you have to go down there and work on a different type of like sound? Like, was it?
Yeah.
Was it?
I was working with Rascal Flatts. Have you ever heard of them? Gambling, broken road.
Yeah,
So
that
yeah.
shit crazy. How you can just change your
It actually just kind of sounded like just just like a little bit of a country.
That's how you just change your
to a whole
shit.
country singer.
But they can go
If you
soul.
think about it though, they were
They are.
Jamie Foxx. I'm sure we'll talk about it. He told me that he used to live with the lead singer from Rascal Flatts in Los Angeles, who was trying to be an R&B singer back in the day, which makes sense because he's all super soulful, but he said he just didn't have the look, or he didn't have he was like super country, so it didn't work out. So he just put that soulful riffy stuff over country, and it was like, and like they sold like 100 million records. Like, it was just like, that's really interesting. So anyway, they called me when I first got to Nashville, like literally my first day. Someone heard a demo or something, and they were like, could you come and do this? Hey, what's this dude from Rascal Flatts, Joe? Can you come on over and do like some demos for us? I'm like, sure. So when you're like on that level of in the country world, the pop world, they have to pitch their own songs to their label.
Damn.
So like your label might say, nah, we have 10 better songs over here because we're working with the best songwriters in the world. So do you want to do your little song that no one's going to care about? Or do you want to do this one that's going to be like boom, boom? Which one do you want to do? That's kind of how they look at it. So they basically.
So that's why artists be upset about. Damn.
So they're like, you know why they hire me? They're like, you can kind of sound like us a little bit, and you could sell our songs to them.
So you got to perform their songs.
Yeah, so they would send me their work tapes, and I'd be hearing them on the radio, and I'd go like to their house or to the studio and just lay it out like for the first time, and then they would show their labels that, and a couple of them got cut. So it was like I guess Maybe they're too lazy to sing that their own self the
Yeah,
first
that's
time.
what I'm saying. Like, what the fuck?
Hey,
I don't know how I'm helping, but
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
hey, but hey, shit, you got the help.
What?
Fuck
What?
that.
so it's a job, I guess.
That is insane. What the fuck?
But you know what? When I heard
But
them,
these are songs that they wrote.
sometimes and sometimes, yes.
Okay,
Once I was
okay,
recording for
okay.
them, they wrote.
Okay.
But
And they're
like,
pitching
or
their
other
songs.
people wrote. Yeah.
That's not super songwriters that, okay, I get it. But still, why didn't they just fucking record the song?
It's a great point. I don't know. You know what? It is a good point. Well, sometimes it'd be like the guitarist who can't sing. And it's his song that he wants to pitch.
Oh,
Or
gotcha,
it'll be
gotcha,
like
gotcha,
the other,
gotcha,
like
gotcha.
somebody who is a great songwriter, and they're maybe not really
They're
singers.
singers.
So they're like, can you pitch this for that? And the lead guys that get that big, they get lazy, and they don't have to. They don't want to go in and sing until it's time to really
sing.
But you might think you can sing, but then you're like, man, this nigga can sing.
Yeah.
Might as well let his ass do it.
I got a
It's gonna sound
homeboy
better
that's
to the
just
label.
doing that. He was trying to explain. He down in Florida doing that right now. He was trying to explain it to
Doing
me.
demo stuff?
Yeah, dropping shit like that. I'm like, so you writing, you pitching songs? Like, you know what I'm saying? He ain't really breaking down how he just did. I'm like, what? That's crazy. It didn't make sense to me. That's crazy.
It's a good gig though. It was fun. It would literally be like, hey, can you come do 2 tomorrow? Yeah. It's like hanging out in their house. Like, this is crazy. So my life has been like that, like just random stuff all over the place. Not always amazing, sometimes really crappy. I've played Redneck Wedding in the middle of Iowa, stayed at the Super 6 or whatever the hell it is. And you know what I'm saying? And then I could be at some Waldorf somewhere. Like, it's like my life is, I'm just a humble person, because it's like, it can be really cool, it can be really not cool. You know what I mean? Like, but like, are you a working musician? Yes. Okay. And I guess that's all it is.
Tell us about meeting Jamie Foxx.
So, yeah. Well, you know, he made Georgia really famous with our generation, you know, after the Ray movie and everything. So I sang down the show, and then we found out he's going to be our guest, mentor. And so, of course, they're like, we want you to sing Georgia before he comes in the room. And I'm like, man, come on, why you gotta...
Oh, you gotta be already singing it when you walk in?
Yeah, they're like, so you're gonna be playing, and I'm like, this is embarrassing. Like, I just happened to be.
Tried to set him
I'm
up.
Georgia.
When you walk in that bitch.
Oh yeah, he comes in, and I'm like, oh. He comes in, he's like, I know that song, you know, something like that. And we ended up, you know, all hanging out for the day. He was a really cool dude. He's a pretty smooth guy. But no, he, you know, part of the show, he told me to like sing the song in a different key that I was doing. And I kind of was like trying to trust him, because I wanted to do it in a little bit of a higher key, how I normally do it. And he told me to bring it like way down. And I was doing it on My Funny Valentine, something like that. And they were like, for these TV pitches, they're like, will he follow Jamie Foxx's advice or do it his own way? You know what I mean? So you're just nervous. You're like,
which one is wrong? Which one is right?
And you're 23, so you're like, I guess I'll just follow Jamie Foxx's
Jamie Foxx is
advice.
telling you.
Right. So I did it, and I got kicked off the show that week.
Oh,
I was like, screw you, Jamie. Screw you, Jamie Foxx. I'll never forget this.
damn, I should have did it my way.
Damn.
Listen to Jamie got kicked off that motherfucker.
Hey, Jamie Foxx.
I'll never forget Jamie.
You can never trust a comedian. Like, he was joking with you the whole time.
He's like, yeah, doing the lower key. That's better. That's better.
He was like, man, he was killing my shit. I'm gonna tell him to switch that note.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell him to switch that note up to make it so not memorable. His ass go home.
They did that to your ass on purpose, man.
You know, when we were, we pretty much thought pretty much. Because here's the thing. Here's the weird thing.
You know he was gonna listen to it.
He actually left the room after I sang for him. He was like, "Oh, it's good." And then all of a sudden, 5 minutes, he comes back in. You know what, man? I actually got something. A suggestion.
Yeah, they told him to do
Man,
that.
look,
I'm
matter
like,
of fact,
no.
the show, the show set your ass
That's
up.
what I'm saying.
Hey, first they had you play it,
that's
then
what I
Jamie came in,
said.
they played it, man.
You know what they were hoping is me saying, I'm doing my own way. Then, ooh, he's all off. He's kicked off.
Because they wanted Joe Wayne. They was like, I'm gonna see if he listens to you.
I wonder what soundbites they use that episode. I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch to see.
Because they probably, I bet you if you heard both versions, you'd probably be like, yeah, do it your way.
Yeah, they set
That's
up.
better.
They set him up.
But I'm 23.
Like, yeah, and Jamie Foxx says this to you. And he sings the song.
Hell yeah.
And you're like,
I'm about to listen to Jamie.
And you're like his biggest fan. Like, what? You want me to sing what key? Sure.
Hell yeah. No.
That nigga probably walked out the room laughing, bro. Damn, that's fucked up.
I remember I was trying to do all this stuff, and then the MD, he was like the musical director for like Whitney and all these people. He's like, just really simple is good. That's what he was saying. He was like, you can't make this song any cooler. Which is like, I get that point. Like some songs, you know what I mean? Like they're so cool.
So
You're
great,
not going to make Let's Stay Together
But you can make it you
any
though.
cooler. You can make it you. But like, and he was kind of talking me out of doing it in
Your
my
way.
style.
Yeah, make
And,
it you.
You know, you're just a kid. You're like, okay, because these people know they've seen it all.
No, they want to hear that good run. They want to hear that shit, man. They trying to get you off your game.
That's
Yeah.
what it is, man.
Pretty
That's
much.
what it is.
Listen, hey.
So still a beautiful recording I put out of it, but yeah,
That's funny,
the
man.
performance
I didn't know
didn't
they-
take me too far.
That's funny as fuck.
But everyone,
It ain't funny,
yeah.
but it's funny as hell.
We were looking back, like the country dude. He was like great country singer. He got kicked off of Country Week. We were like,
Yeah, man.
I was kicked off on Jazz Week.
Yeah, it'd be reasons.
Our rocker
man.
was kicked off on Rock Week. It's just like, I think they want the biggest. What?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's that.
That's what they want.
Shock value.
So
Who ended up winning that season?
that was well, you know, Adam Lambert. He was second place. So Chris Allen was first place, who just came through here. We just played in State Theater last year. So
That's dope.
co-headline, that was fun. But no, we're still keeping in touch with him. Third place was Danny Goki, still a buddy of mine in the Christian world. Allison Irahita, she was fourth place. She's gonna be coming out and watch me tomorrow night in Royal Oak when I play there. Like we kind
That's
of
dope.
we try
Built
to
a little bond.
yeah, it's like, you know, it's like a fraternity kind of like. We've all been through the same stuff. We've all needed the same therapy.
Yeah.
But we never got. But we all needed the same.
Get it through each other. Yeah. Get it
You know,
through
when
each
you get
other.
kicked off that show, they actually have a psychiatrist come in to you within like 30 minutes and like make sure you all right before they let you
Because
go.
you're life changing. Because you damn near a
It's big.
star. Yeah, you're damn near. Everybody in the world is watching that shit.
Yeah, and everyone you've ever known is watching it. Watch you just get kicked your ass
Yeah,
off
yeah, you gotta
TV
go
just
back
like
to the
that.
spot.
Your emotions.
So they
that
want to
shit.
make sure you're not like about to lose your mind.
I'm finna go crazy.
Jump off this fucking
nigga
bridge
say
or
my
something.
motherfucking name.
Yeah, I was like in a good mood because I was about to go do Ellen and Jay Leno and all this stuff. I was like,
But you
that
already knew that
sounded
shit-
really fun to me.
You knew that shit was already set up?
Yeah, because everyone who got kicked off got to do this rounds of all these cool shows. Like I was on Regis and Kelly, you know. So I was like, all I wanted to do was like, man, if I make it to top 5, that'd be cool because there's different deals and you get to do shit with Disney and all different stuff like
Yeah,
that.
that's
But
crazy.
I'm like, if I make it top 5, I'd be happy. You know what I mean? Like this is a crazy year, and I made it to that far, and I was like, I'm really not. I was actually cool. I was like, I'm fine,
Top
man.
5 in American Idol.
I was on Ellen the next day. I'm like, this
Oh,
is
cool.
more fun than me than trying to sing for y'all every day and get told I suck.
Yeah. Scared.
what do you
Scared.
think?
I'm scared to sing. Yeah.
I'm
What do you think your
Adam
favorite
Lambert.
show was? You said you got to do a lot of different
Probably, yeah. I mean,
Yeah, Ellen jumped on the piano.
How was Jay Leno though? Jay Leno was
that
good.
was cool. Yeah, he came and said hi.
I saw the chin, right?
Backstage, yeah.
How big was his chin?
Oh, it
Was
touched
really-
me. No. Before he came in the room. No. I said,
It touched me.
oh, it touched me.
I'd have been like, no, get the fuck out of here.
Oh, it touched me.
Hell no, that's all.
He was actually really nice. Came back, gave me a watch. Tonight Show watch. Get it to my dad 'cause he's a big fan.
Let's go.
Ellen didn't come back and say hi or anything like that, but Jay did, and that was cool though. But Ellen, I saw a picture in the hallway of Elton John playing, and she was on a piano like this, and I'm like, man, that'd be really dope if she did that for me. And I just mentioned it to her producer, and he goes, huh, yeah, I'll mention it to her. And that was it. And I never knew she was going to do it. Next thing you know, she's crawling all over. I'm like, let's get it. I called it the day I almost turned her. All right, maybe not. She thought about it. No, she didn't think about it.
She might have thought about it.
She didn't think about it. I'm going to tell myself she thought about it. We know she didn't think about it.
That's funny as hell. Yeah, those some fucking big names up there, man.
Yeah, man.
And that's crazy to experience that. I know that shit was wild. I know that shit was a fucking ride.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I know that shit was insane, bro.
Insane, man.
How was it for your family seeing you on TV? Like you say, your dad's a big fan of Leno.
Mm-hmm.
Like him seeing you on Leno. Like how was that for like your family?
I don't remember really talking to him about that. I think like my parents were, they were proud, of course. You know, you get proud to see a kid out there doing that kind of stuff. But yeah, my dad used to come. I think he was more excited to get attention on himself. He would come to the shows wearing Matt G's dad on a shirt.
That's my son. That's my blood.
And the hat too.
I'm the daddy.
He be taking pictures with chicks. What the hell is this? He's like, I didn't even catch the show. I was too busy taking pictures.
Yeah, they was on me, son. You see me?
I'm like,
See
God
daddy.
damn. My mom was always proud though, and
funny.
my family for sure. But yeah, my dad was funny. He had the whole hat and he was loving it, man. Took more pictures with groupies, and he had more groupies than me. That's all.
Yeah, that's funny as hell.
They were proud, man.
So what do you got going on now with music? What do you got going on?
So, got a song coming out with you pretty soon.
Yeah. You got a song coming out?
It's nice too, man. That's nice. That's one of the big. That's a sleeper, man. I know when that drop, motherfuckers is really going. I'm telling you, man. Like,
Hold my hand, see no match
it ain't
ride.
shit like that that's out right now. Like, especially from the Kalamazoo area. So it's a pretty dope song.
Yeah, it's cool, man. I like it. My 6-year-old likes it. That's how you know we
My
got
kids
something.
love it. My kids love it.
Little kids like it, and they don't really probably even know what it's about. That's good.
I had to tell my kids, hey, we finna take this out. We heard of the tube, meaning they'll play it all day, all night. I'm like, all right, let's take it out.
Lex, I play it again. I'm like, Lex.
Yeah.
I'll play it.
My kid's like, oh my. He wants to hear every new mix of it and everything. He's like, oh yeah, I heard you were singing behind the rap this time. That was really cool. And he goes, did you hear that? Did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard it.
Yeah, I heard it. I did it. You asked me, did I hear what I did? Did you hear that, Daddy?
Funny, man.
So I play, man. I do dueling piano stuff still. I do corporate stuff still. Still get to play around here. Like I'll be at Kindleberger Park, I think in Parchment, maybe July or something. September I'll be out at like in Paw Paw at the wine festivals and stuff. So I get to do some local stuff, but a lot of times I'm just flying out to do these random things.
What's funny for you as an artist, doing the corporate stuff or coming back home and doing like a Kindleberger or doing something, you know what I mean, to interact with people?
Yeah, man, I like having like a variety, you know, like a lot of the shows I do are just really different. Sometimes the whole audience might know who you are and appreciate local stuff, and then sometimes it's just like some random group, and they're like, hey, go entertain those folks, and I'm like, that can be fun too. Because they never know anything about me except we had this little hour
and we here,
and we rocked it out, and we
why
laughed,
am I
and we
here?
danced, and they don't know who the hell I am, and I went home.
Yeah.
And I like that too. But that, you know, you get those people who are like, you know, who hire you might want to really like milk that a little bit, you know, like. You know, a quick story here about Matt Giraud. He was like, thank you.
Matt's gonna be the game show host, so we start the game show on the pod.
Well, it's fine when you're by yourself, but sometimes I'm performing with other people. Okay, so it's not like a great intro. Like this Matt Giraud and this, and then there's Fred over there. All right, here we go.
They waiting for the Fred story?
We're supposed to be a team. And Fred. It's like, why you gotta do Fred like that?
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
Don't do him like that. Just say it's Matt and Fred. Because Fred's over there looking like they're reading off my intro, and Fred's
like, hell nah.
This some bud.
Hell yeah.
Like let's just do the show. But then they'll expect more from you. Like it's fun sometimes to do like a gig anonymously for like a room of people and just like maybe pleasantly surprise some folks who are just like, oh wow, I didn't think this guy would be singing that song. Or, oh okay, these guys they know my stuff.
That's dope.
You know. But the shows with everyone freaking out and people wanting pictures and stuff, like it's cool too, but I don't know, man. I don't know if I don't like live for that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just nice. Like I like to do it here and there, I almost do prefer
Everybody
to be
like to
anonymous.
feel themselves every now and then.
It's fun.
Like,
Yeah.
oh, shit.
Everyone seems so happy. Everyone's so like friendly. Like I like that. Like they're all excited and the kids coming out. People, I'm happy to do that, but that's like not. You know what I'm saying? Like
I don't want
what
that
I'm
on
really
every
after.
day.
Yeah, like every day. I don't know if I could do it.
Oh yeah.
I do kind of like being able like just to be like that piano guy in the back. No one knows anything about him until I hit the stage.
Damn, he cold.
Yeah, it's dope.
Like-
I can mingle with the people. I can go places. I can be normal, man, without people running up and acting crazy. Like I said, always happy all the fucking time. Like, what you so happy for?
Right. And I gotta act like I remember everyone's names. I definitely
Yeah.
don't.
Now
I'm like, how you doing,
look,
Kara?
That's how you
Kara?
act. That's when they say you acting funny right there.
See, yeah, he think he's somebody.
You don't even know.
No, really.
Yeah.
I don't think anything. I can't remember shit. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Like, I went to school with you in 7th grade.
Yeah, I
Like,
do that
I
to
don't
motherfuckers
remember you.
all the time. Especially now people got the mask and shit.
Oh,
They be
that's
like,
even
what up,
worse.
Rob? I just went to Speedway. Somebody said, what's up, Rob? You make shirts? It was an old lady. You still making shirts? I was like,
You
what?
like, you still alive?
Yeah, I don't even know who she was.
You still breathing?
She got to talking to me about all types of shit.
Oh yeah.
If you're watching the show, thanks for tapping in.
Yeah, all types
That
of
must
shit.
happen to you. I'm sure like people just come up to you and they start talking like they've known y'all, known you forever, and like you just have to go with it. Like, oh, how? Here, this one trick if they ever do that, and they're like, hey, what's up? You doing this? Just be like, when's the last time I saw you?
Yeah, you have to see if you can get one out.
They might give you one.
Yeah,
They might give you a hint.
Yeah, so
it was
like-
at First Baptist Church. Oh, that's where it was.
Yeah. There you go. I gotta use that.
That's when's the last time I saw
I
you?
gotta use it.
Because they'll throw one hint, and you might,
Yeah.
just in case you're super confused.
Yeah. That's all you gotta do. I ain't think of that.
People come, they're like, hey, Matt, because, you know, it's one thing, like, if you see, like, an actor or, like, somebody from, you know, like, people, they don't feel like they know the actor. When you're on, like, a reality show, they feel like they really know you. Like, they watched you from
everything.
right from the start.
Yeah.
So it's like, there is no, like, oh, it's actor. What's up, Matt? There's no fear. There's, like, how you doing?
I
They'll
know
sit
you.
down at your dinner table if you're at a restaurant. No, like, it's a different type of thing. Like, shit you wouldn't do to, like,
what the
anybody
fuck?
else.
You almost got
They're
hit
like,
with
hey,
bottle.
how's your dinner? How is your dinner?
You're like, what the fuck going on?
Dude, that's totally how it is.
Hey, we did a festival with Matt in Lansing one year, and PS was on the show. Matt was killing it. We had Matt in the back drinking Hennessy and shit.
That's dope.
But it was dope, man. That's where we kind of linked up.
Yeah.
And a couple years down the line, now we got a song getting ready to come out. So that shit's dope.
My wife called and she's like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm having Hennessy with the rappers in the tent.
She was like, oh shit.
And then they told her there, like, hey, that was your tent. Or what did you say?
Hey, it was your tent.
I took his
I didn't even, I'm in my truck just
So
sitting
Matt
there.
didn't get in the tent. They was like, this
I'm in
Matt.
my truck just lonely.
They said this Matt Giraud tent, so we had a half gallon of Hennessy. So we was like, shit, he wasn't in there. We wasn't in that bitch.
They say, hey, come on back to your tent. I felt lucky to be invited in my own tent. I didn't know till later. Hey, come on in your tent, man. We're hanging out.
That's some funny
But,
shit. That's some crazy.
we know you got to
shit
get
right
out of
there.
here. Do you have any social media? Where can they find you at if they want to check out your music
Yeah.
or follow you on Instagram or anything? Where can they find you?
Letter I, letter M, Matt Giraud. I'm Matt Giraud on Instagram. And just my name on Facebook and stuff. I've kind of been really bad with social media lately. I gotta be like you, better my posts and stuff. I'm like, I think during COVID, I just kind of was like, I don't even care.
Yeah.
But like, I'm just starting back. I just did like a little hour-long show the other night on a live, which was really cool. So yeah, check it out. I'm coming back.
There we go.
Coming back.
2022. All types of new energy.
Logging in.
Hey, hold my hand, Matt Giraud.
Hey.
We gonna have something dope for y'all, man. So
Hold my hand.
Yeah.
hey, shout out our
3,000
sponsors,
milligrams.
Apple Sky
Hell yeah.
Farms. They're keeping us laced with the edibles. Apple Sky Farms. Shout out our sponsors. We got the verses coming up tomorrow, man. Make sure y'all tap in.
Who y'all got?
German Biggie, man. Who y'all got? Who y'all got?
Who y'all got?
So make sure to tap in. This episode 30.
Somebody said come get you a video.
Hit the bells. Smoke session with
Said
Squirrel.
come get you a video.
It's your boy Squirrel.
It's your boy ROB. Hey, look, man. This episode
30.
30, man. He really a legend, man. This is how we do things, man. This is dope right here, man. We out of here, man.
Thanks. See y'all.